The gold standard was a monetary system where a country's currency value was directly linked to a fixed amount of gold. This meant that paper money could be exchanged for a specific quantity of the precious metal. It served as the bedrock of global finance for an extended period. This system held immense historical significance, dominating international monetary policy for over a century. It profoundly shaped the mechanisms of global trade and finance, influencing economic decisions worldwide. Our study of the gold standard offers crucial insights into the evolution of economic policy. It reveals how global financial systems adapt and transform under pressure, providing valuable lessons for today's complex economies. A key driver of the gold standard's popularity was its perceived stability. Tying currency value to a tangible asset like gold instilled confidence in its worth. This direct link aimed to prevent inflation by anchoring the currency. The system inherently limited the money supply as it was directly tied to a nation's gold reserves. This mechanism was believed to maintain price stability, preventing governments from printing excessive amounts of money. Furthermore, the gold standard fostered significant confidence in international trade. It established fixed exchange rates between participating currencies, simplifying cross-border transactions. This predictability reduced the risk of currency fluctuations, encouraging global commerce. Merchants and investors could operate with greater certainty, knowing the value of their money would remain stable. This facilitated smoother trade flows and encouraged international investment. The gold standard reached its zenith in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. During this period, it was widely adopted by many of the world's leading economic powers. Its prevalence coincided with a remarkable era of economic growth and prosperity. This system is often associated with fueling the first wave of true globalization. Predictable exchange rates significantly increased international investment, driving industrial expansion and trade across continents. Despite its perceived strengths, the gold standard possessed inherent weaknesses, primarily its inflexibility. This rigidity became a major flaw, particularly during economic downturns. Governments found themselves severely limited in their ability to stimulate struggling economies. The system prevented countries from easily devaluing their currencies to boost exports. It also restricted their capacity to lower interest rates, a common tool to encourage borrowing and investment during recessions. Any such actions required a corresponding adjustment in gold reserves, which was often impractical. This inflexibility exacerbated economic crises, most notably the Great Depression. Countries bound by the gold standard struggled immensely to respond effectively to the deepening crisis. Their hands were tied by the system's rigid rules. World War I delivered the first significant blow to the gold standard. The immense financial strain of wartime expenditures forced nations to abandon the system. Governments needed to print money to finance military spending, a move incompatible with gold convertibility. Following the war, attempts were made to restore the gold standard, but they largely failed. The economic instability of the post-war period, including hyperinflation in some countries, made a full return impossible. The global economic landscape had fundamentally shifted. The Great Depression then proved to be the final decisive blow. As economies collapsed worldwide, countries were compelled to abandon the gold standard en masse. They desperately needed the freedom to pursue expansionary monetary policies. This included the ability to devalue their currencies, making exports cheaper and stimulating domestic demand. The rigid constraints of gold convertibility were simply unsustainable in the face of such widespread economic devastation. The United States, initially a staunch defender, was among the last major holdouts. However, even America eventually severed its direct link to gold. The official demise of the international gold standard, as it was broadly understood, occurred in 1971. The gold standard leaves behind a complex and multifaceted legacy. It undeniably provided a period of relative stability and facilitated international trade for many decades. Its fixed exchange rates fostered a sense of predictability in global commerce. However, its ultimate downfall was rooted in its profound inflexibility. The system proved unable to adapt to severe economic shocks and the evolving needs of modern economies. Its rigid structure ultimately became its undoing. The gold standard offers a crucial lesson in the evolution of monetary policy. It underscores the vital importance of flexibility in economic management. Governments must possess the tools to effectively manage their economies through various cycles. This historical journey highlights the continuous need for adaptability in the face of global economic challenges. It reminds us that monetary systems must evolve to serve the dynamic needs of a changing world.